I'm Eric Wimmer.
And
I started installing heat cable a number of years ago, almost 20 years ago. I started in the industry because somebody asked me to install some heat cable for them, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I can do that. As I explored into doing that first job, even just that very first job, all the electricians, suppliers for the cable, nobody knew a lick about it. It was so frustrating, and I had to go in and figure it all out myself. Later on, we discovered more of how to calculate the roof lines, calculate how much cable goes into it, understanding the electrical side of it, the ins and outs. And the more I dove into it, I started discovering there's a lot of complex stuff in here. Well, this website, heatcable.com, I'm super excited about it because the experience that I had trying to find the information, learn all the ins and outs, the trial and errors that I went through, the projects that some of the failure points that I've found, I can now give that to the DIYers that are trying to do it out there all over the US and other places. Even the professionals that don't understand fully what they're doing, they can now reach out to heatcable.com, check in there, and I can get them the information they need so they don't have to go through the hoops that I did in the learning process. Yeah, my objective is not just to provide the product and sell the product, but educate everybody, help them understand what they're doing and why they're doing it a certain way. I found that a lot of industries, I think a lot of people would understand, there are rules, and a lot of times people would say rules are meant to be bent or broken, but in this industry I've found those rules really have a meaning and a reason to be there, and a lot of people overlook that, and so they put the wrong breakers in, they put the wrong connections together, and that's when the systems start to fail. And when you're spending a ton of money on a project or material or having a professional install this stuff, you want that stuff done right. I've had to contact electricians that know a bit of one thing, and then a supplier that has some information that I can tie to that one, and then the manufacturer and the engineers behind the product, and then pulling all that information together and say, okay, if this and this and this and this and all, okay, I get it. Now I know what I need to do here, but all that information has not been in one location until now we're launching heatcable.com, which is going to give us everything we need to be able to supply installers across the US and outside the US, Canada, Alaska, over in Europe. They're reaching out to us. They've been finding we definitely know our stuff about heat cable. Now it's time to put it all into one source, and that's where heatcable.com is going to come and really help a lot of people out.